What's up? It's your girl B Brown, the revolutionary. It's Talk About It Tuesday. Let's get these topics popping. Waiting on my co-host to get in here. Please make sure you keep some good stuff for your lips, honey, because guess what you don't want? Ashy lips. All right, let's see what we got here. Boom! And there she is.
I'm extra. I wanted y'all to see my Christmas tree because it's Christmas time.
Yeah, jingle bell, Batman smell, Robin laid an egg. Let's go. I.
Dropping these in folks' inbox right quick because
Okay.
come on in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me do a few drops too then.
Drop these good people off in the inbox. They'll stop by.
You don't drop it put it in their life real quick. See, it's gonna let me do it with some more people. Let's see.
I look like a kid, and I thank God for it.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Sunshine.
Hi, Sunshine. Aries Fire. In the building. When are you gonna come on and say something with us? Stop being scary. Like Mary. Blessed day. More like blessed night.
Okay.
All right, let's see. We're gonna give a few minutes, then we finna jump right into this thing, baby, because see. All right, 10:45, let's do it. My name is B Brown, the revolutionary.
And I'm D tonight. It is Talk About It Tuesday, November the 30th, last day of the month. So let's talk about it. We got a couple of good topics tonight. We are going to get straight slap into it. If you have something to say, drop it in the comments. Also, you can come on in the live. We will let you in. Drop your 2 cents, nickel, dime, or penny, however you want to do it. We're finna get into it. First off, we have a shooting at Oxford High School in Oakland. A 15-year-old Oxford High School sophomore armed with a semi-automatic handgun is accused of shooting at his high school Tuesday afternoon, killing 3 students and injuring 7 others and a teacher. The incident unfolded in about 5 minutes, and the police said the shooter, who was not injured, was arrested after deputies stopped him coming down the hall with a 9mm handgun with 7 rounds of live ammunition. I'll carry on a little bit more. Oakland County Sheriff Mike Butcher late Tuesday said the suspect's father purchased the handgun just 4 days ago. Okay. The sheriff said he will not be identifying the juvenile at this time. The team was under suicide watch, County Executive David Coulter said Tuesday night, and prosecutor Karen McDonald said she planned to issue quote unquote appropriate charges quickly, and that the community has her commitment and promise that she will seek justice. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna read a little bit further, but what are your thoughts? Because it's just so much. Because I browsed over the article, but it's just so much.
Okay, listen, I don't mean no harm because I'm not prejudiced, but is this young man white?
From the looks of it, I do feel that they are, due to the police, as well as it looks like they may have some of the staff. But the whole, not identifying the juvenile at this time, and that y'all have knowledge that I know that you have, rights as, being underage and a minor, but definitely sounds Caucasian to me. Just being for real. And this is, what state was this? I know it says Oakland County. I'm trying to find the state, but it's just,
I want to say it was, what was it in Michigan, Detroit, near Detroit somewhere.
well, from the photos right here, it looks like, I was going to say PWI. It looks like the high school, because there are some images. A lot of Caucasian students and families hugging their kids. Tons of police cars. Yeah, Michigan. Various Michigan State Police and other police cars were still lined up at the Emergence parking lot in Oxford, where many students earlier had gathered following an active shooter. Today, and police took a suspected shooter into custody, where multiple victims, said the sheriff. And I'm just like, and even a teacher was, there was a 47-year-old teacher injured. It's just, number one, I'm not blaming him at all, but you did do it. But you need to be held accountable. But also, if he's on suicide watch, y'all need to make sure. I know we cannot prevent everything, but y'all need to check on your kids, and we'll get onto some more things in relation to these children later on. But even though your kid might seem like they're okay, y'all still need to build that relationship and bond among your children and have that open door so that they feel that they can come and talk to you, because that's very crucial and important. Because if they don't talk to you, they're going to get that information from somewhere else, for someone who don't have their best interest.
Facts. This is nothing more than the truth.
This is a 15-year-old. 3 people are dead and 8 injured from a 15-year-old. 15.
This makes absolutely no sense to me. For the simple fact, this keep happening. Like, when are y'all gonna do something that's proactive towards these privileged children? Because at the end of the day, it's always these little privileged children that get mad and then act out and go and take somebody's life. Absolutely. Because they upset.
And I do want to personally make sure that I follow this ongoing investigation, which will soon lead into one of our other topics as well, just how crazy how everything kind of ties in tonight. But one girl is on a ventilator. You have children ages 14 through 17 were in conditions ranging from stable to critical, with injuries to their extremities, chest, necks, and head. So you really had intent on harming somebody. If number one, 3 people are dead and you injure 8 others. So he probably had a 30 clip, honestly. Sunshine, how and why are these children having access to firearms like this? And I'm sorry, yet not really. How many Black children are doing up schools, and look at how our children live as a whole? I'm sorry, shooting up schools. This is true. I agree with you 100%. Let me see if we have any more. I think I got everybody.
It's absolutely ridiculous to keep having these poor children that's at school trying to get an education. Then you turn right around and one student gets upset and decides, hey, I'm fixing to go on a rampage and I'm fixing to hurt, kill, and shoot some people. You know, that really makes no sense to me. Like, why are they so accessible to these firearms? Like, when I went and got my gun permit, I didn't even get to get it. When I went to go buy the gun, I didn't even get the gun that day. I had to come back the next day to purchase the gun because they did a background check on me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the father bought the gun. Why was his son able to get the gun so easily? Dad, I'm looking at you now.
Absolutely. You're looking at him out the big gate anyways, because if you knowing that your child is having social and or mental problems, these are extra steps and precautionary measures that you need to take if you choose to have that firearm in the house. That's just like me. If I have a firearm Amari should not be able to access my firearm, and he is 1 year old. This is at any age up until, you know what I'm saying, whenever he feel like he needs to leave my house. Because no, I'm not putting my child out when he turned 18 if he don't have his stuff together. That's another thing we're going to talk about one day. Y'all stop putting these children out, throwing them to the wolves, because y'all did not always have it together every single time. You know what I'm saying? When you turn 18, that does not make you an adult. You feel what I'm saying? You have to take I really didn't feel like I became an adult till maybe, I would say maybe 21 or 22, I really started to learn and see what it took, because around that time at 20, I want to say I moved off of campus. That's when you really start to learn and grow and develop into, you know, the person that you're designed to be, or at least who you think that you want to be. Because I'm 26, I'm still learning and growing to this day. We got another comment. They have access to all kinds of services given to them, but yet they are quick to get upset and kill masses. This is absolutely true. Hey, KK, I see you came in. And if anyone does have any comments on anything that we talk about, please drop it in the comment as Sunshine is doing, or request to join the live. It's sad and disheartening. Another thing, bullying, and even not paying attention to neglecting your children at home. These are all things. I'm not blaming the fact that he was on suicide watch, making it inexcusable, you know, to kill 3 people, nor have a handgun, period. But parents, I'm not saying the kid is not responsible, but that's on y'all too. If y'all are seeking, what they say, proper justice. Look, I'm gonna hold my tongue not to fall off into the next topics, because y'all got me bent. I don't like it. Not a fan. Moving. You got anything else for that one, B?
No, because I'm over it. I'm sick of it.
Disgusted. Okay, moving on. Ari Lennox with that pressure. So, American R&B singer Ari Lennox was arrested in Amsterdam Schiphol Airport on Monday after disturbing public order. Dutch military police said after she had accused airline staff of racial discrimination. This is a tweet on being arrested in Amsterdam for reacting to a woman racially profiling me. She tweeted this Monday morning. This is accusing a Amsterdam security of hating Black people. Dutch military police, watch this descriptor, who were responsible for security at the airport, said Lennox was held because of her aggressive behavior towards an airline official and for being drunk in public. If I'm not mistaken, I've not been to an airport to fly as an adult to buy alcoholic beverages, but I'm pretty sure, you can correct me if I'm wrong, do they sell alcohol at the airport? I know they about do on the plane. Exactly.
On the plane.
This is a quote from a spokesman. Our unit found a woman full of emotions that couldn't calm down. That's why she had to be taken into custody.
Let's talk about it. This is what I have to say. When are we going to learn to stop going where we're not wanted? They're going to take our money, true enough. But if they don't respect us as beings and give us the proper respect that we deserve, stop going where we're not respected, Black people. Okay? It's just that simple. Just that simple.
And it doesn't have any verbiage on, anything else that went on. But my thing is, I feel that this incident was overblown. Of course, I wasn't there. You weren't there. The spokesman wasn't there. But this could have been a similar conversation that could have been, I'm sure that she was outraged because it may not have been the first time that she's experienced this. But at the end of the day, everybody is still regular people. And I feel any situation that blows up, escalates, can be handled otherwise. But for them to they found a woman full of emotion that would not calm down, and that's why y'all had to take her into custody. So they weren't even called on her for that, and then y'all want to add that she was drunk in public? Come on now.
They didn't even try.
For me.
Yeah, it seemed like to me, it was like Oh, you're not gonna do what we want you to do, and you're black. Oh, we finna show you.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like put
predestined motives.
or like you said, a simple conversation could have been like, ma'am, listen, you need to calm down. Let's go over here and talk about it, or you're going to have to be arrested. Can she get a warning like the little white kid did and he just killed a bunch of people?
Proper justice. I want to revisit that whenever it comes out. I don't care if it's 12 weeks from now. I'm going to talk about it. Moving on. Kyle Rittenhouse. I'm here to let y'all know that ASU, Arizona State University, students for socialism, they're not having it at all. When I saw this information from the Shade Room, here's the post from their looks like their Facebook page. Join us and rally against racist murderer Kyle Rittenhouse being permitted on our campus Wednesday at 3:30. So that will be tomorrow. So if anybody at Arizona State University, y'all, if y'all there and y'all going live, y'all can tag me, or you can tag Capture by Destiny because my personal page is private. But I would like to see that they're going to be outside the Nelson Fine Arts Center. More so, he did issue out a tweet. Let me get that. People seem to think that, well, no, this is a post from the Students of Socialism. People seem to think that because Rittenhouse dropped his online classes that he won't be attending ASU. And in an interview with News Nation, that he plans to re-enroll next semester. We won't let him. And this is from a social committee that is, instated at the university. So the students are not happy or not satisfied because although you had a non-guilty verdict, they're very much saying that you are very much a murderer and very much racist. So the demands of this, I will go through these pretty quick. Withdraw him from the university, release a statement against white supremacy and racist murderer Kyle Rittenhouse. They not letting up off you being racist and a murderer. Look, can't even talk racist. Reaffirm support for Multicultural Center on campus as a space safe from white supremacy. Redirect funding from ASU PD to support the they're getting into it. They want to redirect funding from the police of the university, okay? To support the Multicultural Center and establishment of a care center on campus. Even with the non-guilty verdict from a flawed justice system, Kyle Rittenhouse is still guilty to his victims and the families of victims. Join us to demand from ASU that demands be met to protect students from a violent, bloodthirsty murderer. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. I'm with them.
I'm definitely with them. They have like his face.
Sunshine said he will not. Sunshine said he will not be allowed to continue his education anywhere unless it's in his living room.
And they better be lucky if they let him do that. Don't let one of the students be having to work in one of the offices. They'll be like, Sister Dean, I thought we talked about this. What's going on? I'm definitely with them. They want their names protected. And I mean, it's clear they don't want to be amongst the murderer. You get to be a free man knowing you done bodied these people.
I cannot blame them for the simple fact that you might murder somebody on the campus. Then what? Y'all gonna let them get away with that too?
He might pull up at y'all rally tomorrow.
Exactly. Like when they don't hold people accountable for the things that they do, it gives them a green light to do whatever they want to do.
Exactly. Disgusting. Any further comments? Because we rolling right through tonight.
Sunshine said, child, he finna get somebody PP number and get a jailhouse education.
That's probably gonna be the safest place for him, but when certain crimes are committed, they don't be playing about that in there either. Because some people mindset when they in jail, they ain't got nothing else to lose. So if you find your way in there, you better be careful as well.
It reminds
the witness protection flow.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth, Sunshine. That's what I was just saying. It reminds me of George Zimmerman, honey. Yes, he walked so Rittenhouse could run. Yes, Sunshine, you telling the truth.
That is
Huh.
crazy to me. And I commend the student body for, coming together, because I'm sure like some of those people might have even had class with them, seen them in cafeterias, seen them in events, and like it's a sense of like unrest for them, and I could definitely see that.
Yes, I can definitely understand where they're coming from because who wants to feel uncomfortable around somebody that you know murdered two people and got away with it? And we
How
know
did he
you
get
racist.
away with murder?
We know you racist. Well, I tell you, it ain't no justice system in America.
It's not.
It's just a system, a systematic system at that. That's horrible. I don't like it, and I'm not a racist. But at the end of the day, I'm tired of white privilege. Okay, just,
Absolutely.
just that simple.
Because I have plenty, like well, I'm not going to say some because I only got like 2 to 4 friends. But one of my closest friends is white, and we have these same conversations, and that's when you know that you're not seeing things one-sided when you're having the same perspective from two different skins, because it's not going to go away. It's not. But that's my take on it. I
Yes,
definitely, I really appreciate the student body. Not saying they did it for me, because being in a large school setting, the only way that your voice will be heard is if you come together as a body and come together in those organizations that you're in to help spread your message and for your voice to be heard. But no, we
yes.
don't want you back on the campus. We don't want you on Alabama State, Arizona State. We don't want you there, Kyle. Sorry, not sorry.
You're
With
not
your
welcome.
crying behind, okay?
Yes, being
Last
fake.
Look, last topic from the internet, then we're gonna go into our real world. Everybody has heard about it. Y'all can feel free to chime in. I would love for somebody to get on the live. This right here has stemmed all over the internet. I'll just read the first tweet and we can go from there. If y'all buy y'all son a kitchen set, please keep him away from mine. I don't care. I don't care. That ish ain't right. And y'all dead wrong for trying to ride the wave like it is. Girls sets are for boys. I'm sorry. Grill sets are for boys and kitchen sets are for girls. Let's
Let's
talk about
talk
it, because I ain't finna even read the rest of this ignorant stuff that was on this post, but I've been seeing it all day, and I got a little boy. And guess what? When I go get my hair done, my son goes and plays with my hairdresser's daughter's kitchen set. He do not touch no baby dolls. So my baby made him a mean steak while he was over there. And he really tried to eat it. Like, let's I've even seen stuff even taking it as far as um there's no justice. I'm sorry, going back, forgot about the comments. There's no justice for people in the system. Wasn't created for a people the system wasn't created for. Come to Philly, Cal. Laughing emoji. She said she logging off. Good night. But let's and then I heard, someone said that well, red, they talking about it's gay for a little boy to have a cooking set, but I'm like, it's a bunch of chefs in America making top dollar, but like, let's not over sexualize, number one, children, number two, gender roles, because there's plenty of single dads out here. What the freak do you think their kids be eating? Like, come on. When did cooking become a role outside of, like, I don't know when slavery started, but I'm gonna say in the 30s, which it was before then, when women were not working and their job was to take care of the house. That was their job. So I see why the narrative is confused. It's the 21st century, everybody. Let's wake up. If my son want a kitchen set, he gonna have one, and I dare somebody to say something about it. come over here to my house and say something about if Mari decide he want a kitchen set, if he want a grill set, he can have whatever he want to have because number one, he is a child. Number two, my son I've been in the kitchen cooking hamburgers. Do you not know? I mean, I wasn't thinking because he's so tall. This man done flipped the meat over and done brought me a piece of hamburger meat in my room. And I'm like, well, where did you get that from? These kids are mimicking what they see. And then you got kids that's growing up 10, 12, 15, 18, can't cook. I had someone whose grandmother ironed for them. We was in middle school. She gonna ask me, can you iron? Because we getting ready for we were in FBLA. We getting ready for a convention. She's like, can you iron my shirt? My grandma always iron my shirt. No, I said, get the iron, and this is how you do it. Number one, yes, she was Caucasian. Number two, I showed her how to do it because we're not finna do that. We was ironing our clothes for the week at my house. It was 4 of us. You take a turn. Whoever want to iron their clothes first, you can have 2 sweatpants days. Call it a day. But we're not finna genderize over however you want to say it. We're not doing that to these kids because I got a son. No, I don't take it personal because that's everybody else in their business. But if my son, he like to clean up. So shoot, they say kids learn best by imitation.
First of all, I was the president of FBLA. Woo, woo.
Period.
Second of all, these adults with their ignorant, childish ways are perpetuating foolishness upon these children. And then you wonder why your son don't even know how to cook a grilled cheese, better yet, treat a woman, because you so worried about gayness. You overstepping your own boundaries. You want to make everything about sexuality. What is your problem, ma'am? I don't care. I bet you can't cook. You probably be in the kitchen with a sock taking stuff out the stove, baby. Go to the Dollar Tree and get you a doggone pad where you can take stuff out the stove for real, for real. Stop using socks and shirts. Foolish self. That don't make no sense to me. You cannot do that to a child. A child is innocent. You are perpetuating foolishness in their mind when you get to tell myself, don't play with that, that's gay. Don't do that, that's gay. You the one with the problem with gayness, baby. See what you're going to do. God going to bless you with a good old gay child or something going to happen. And you're going to have fairies twinkling all around you because you keep on worrying about who this and who that. Like, exactly. That makes no sense. Like, first of all, I know some men that can cook like nobody business. I guarantee you their mama didn't say nothing that stupid and ignorant to them. Baby, you better not get in that kitchen and cook no cake. You're going to be gay.
Shoot. I love a good cake. I don't care where it comes from or who.
Exactly. And let me see. Folks got their kids in the kitchen going on MasterChef Junior. Meanwhile, black folks arguing over his having kitchen sets. I'm going to bed. That's true. Like, we got to stop doing that. Like, I'm gonna tell you a secret. Let me tell y'all a secret. If your child is 3 to 5 years old and they run around in high heels and tights and stuff, that's because they like it. Maybe they were born that way. Maybe you then have something to worry about. And then you still don't have nothing to worry about. What you do, you should love your child for who they are instead of trying to run around trying to talk about, that my child ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna put you out. You better not do that. I know so many males and females, but mostly males, that ended up on the streets and had to make a family with other people because their parents put them out for being gay. Like, that's so stupid. You worried about a little kitchen set that they probably gonna play with for 1 year and put in the closet, and you probably gonna end up giving it away or throwing it away. Like, come on. Y'all, listen, I'm saying this because I'm black. Black people, y'all find the most ignorant to make a topic. Can we make it a topic to make entrepreneurship and supporting one another? Can we make that a normalized situation other than making something go viral, talking about a poor child playing with a kitchen set? Because you know what I told my mom when I was little? I wanted some Transformers and some dinosaurs. And my mama didn't kick me out or get mad about that. You know what she did? For Christmas, I got that. What's the problem? I was a child. I didn't want no dang on Barbie. I wanted a doggone Transformer. And I wanted a dinosaur. That was my business. That's what made me. You know what I'm saying? But yet and still, you can let your child go make F's at school and you reward them for that. What is wrong with you parents? I'm sick of y'all.
I'm going to read this last ignorant comment from a black man who got a son in his profile picture. I wouldn't give a damn if the kitchen set was all blue with Crip signs on it. That's your first problem, but we going to keep it on it. Them MF ain't coming in my house, especially not for my son. Y'all tripping. 100 emoji. The kitchen set has nothing to do with the future chef. It has a lot to do with playing mommy. Y'all new age H's pathetic. What's your name? Marcus Forever FTH, all one word. You probably can't even cook a grilled cheese, let alone know how to treat a woman. You are dismissed.
Sunshine said, I knew my baby girl was gay when she was 1. Same with my little cousin. A friend of mine, a beautiful transgender young girl, was kicked out of her house when her parents found out. She got into a bad house, got tricked out, and overdosed. She was 16. 16. That is so sad. Because when you start putting all this pressure on these children, trying to make them be something that they're not, and then sometimes the children don't even be thinking about that stuff. You put that stuff in their mind because you keep talking about it.
Absolutely. What happened to unconditional love? That'd be the problem. First of all, if that is your child's decision, that's not your business. Regardless of how you feel, yeah, it might be of your concern, but that's not your business. Number one, let us mind our business. And let us be a parent first instead of a prosecutor, because you ain't got nowhere to put nobody.
Because, baby, if you open up your closet, baby, I'm more than sure it's going to be a bunch of skeletons going to run up out of there, honey, doing the crip walk and everything.
Right, crip walking.
Over y'all. Like, the world is going to hell because you parents, first of all, y'all have mental health issues. Then you have children, and then you perpetuate your mental health issues on the children. Then the children turn out to be mentally unstable.
And you wonder why. I did everything I could. No, you did everything that you chose to do.
The cycle just keeps going on and on and on and on. When are y'all going to learn we all we got? When y'all going to learn that? How many times, like Harriet Tubman said, she freed hundreds of slaves, and she could have freed hundreds of more if they would have knew they were slaves. They were so used to kissing mouths, toes, and feet that they didn't feel like there was no other way of life. That was the only way of life, was to be a little slave. Baby, y'all are a slave to the foolishness at this point. I'm sick of y'all people. Listen, everybody don't deserve children. God, can you please only give children to women and men that deserve them? Because some of these people too ignorant to be having children.
Absolutely.
I'm over it.
Sunshine says parents need to learn that their child's life isn't theirs to run. It's theirs to guide. And you can give a child information. You can do that, but at the same time, you cannot make them drink. Just like when anyone give me advice, okay, I asked you this, I can apply what part of the advice that I want to apply or what I got from your message because I asked you for it. That's not, you can't get mad if I be like, okay, I'm still gonna do what I want to do, and guess what? If I get, hurt in the process, that's on me. I detest when a parent says, I don't want them to make my mistakes. Your child will never make your mistakes because you should guide them different.
Exactly. If you are a parent, look, just learn to love your child and guide them and quit being so judgmental. Aren't you tired of being judged as a black person, period? Like, aren't you tired of that? So don't put that on your child. Like, it's a lot of things that I see happen during slavery that we put on the poor little children before they even have a chance at a life. Come on, we got to change the narrative, man. Y'all got to stop this foolishness. I'm over these people. A kitchen set, bruh. A kitchen set.
It's taking flight over the whole internet. Like, for real. And see, what I feel, even though it's already present, among this pandemic, everything is so socialized. And I feel that even if you post a picture or a comment or a status, things are done for, number one, attention, but it's to feel accepted. But people are so holding others, they're holding they're holding their opinion, other people's opinions of them and their whole life to such a
Yeah,
higher standard, and don't nobody give a flip because all people have time for if they're at home or among the shutdown to do is to look at the internet. And that, I mean, that's another problem, but that's a whole nother topic in itself. Worry about yourself. Stop caring what other people have to say about you in your life, because at the end of the day, I saw this post on Instagram. It was an empty room, and it said, the people in this, stop Amari. Y'all know he had to come in. You just sleepy as you want to be. It was an empty room. It said, the people in this room are the people that, you know, that you should worry about at the end of the day, the people that pay your bills, the people that are, you know, going to be there for you regardless. And I feel to a certain extent that's true. I shouldn't be worried about nobody who not paying my bills, who not seeing after my best interest, who don't check on me on a day-to-day basis. Them folks
fact,
don't care about you for real.
fact. We have a guest.
Hello.
Okay. How are you today?
What's going on?
Hi.
Hey, nothing much, nothing much. We in here talking about. You got something to say about this topic that we speaking on?
Oh, you gotta talk about the parents and everything. See, the thing about that is, it all goes back to the roots of, so foundation with God.
Yes,
That's where it all boiled down to. Sometimes we as parents, we say the dumbest thing is we don't want our kids to go through what we went through, and sometimes they need to go through what we went through in order for them to be better in life. And so when you take away what you went through and give them something better, is hurting them.
exactly. I'm with you 100%. We got to learn that it don't matter what if you like. Okay, for instance, and once again, I'm only speaking on black people because I'm black, but I see it so many times where these children are given a silver spoon, especially the Caucasian children, and then they
Yeah,
turn right around and go get on drugs. They go shoot up a school. They
yeah,
be very defiant, is what I'm saying. So it don't matter what you give a child. It's more so about how you raise them. And you're so right. Give them some God.
yeah,
Do any of these people that's talking about this crazy stuff about this little kitchen set, are you giving your child any God?
yeah. And that's the key thing is that we as a world, we have pushed away from the religious part of our life because we got so much distraction now. We got the internet, we got the cell phone. When I was growing up, nobody had a cell phone, was business people. Children 8 years old got phones. So now they got access to anything that adult can have access to.
Exactly. I'm
And
glad you
so
said.
So, we have to monitor our kids, daily, not, monthly. It's got to be on a daily basis. And sometimes, as some parents, like single parents, they don't have time to monitor some of their kids because they got 4 kids in the house and they trying to work, they're trying to go to school, and see you gonna miss something, and that's a struggle too.
Exactly. Exactly. This is nothing but the truth. Nothing but the truth. I have said that numerous times that I feel sorry for some of these children because they don't get proper parenting. And I
Yeah,
can't 100% fault the parent because you're trying to make a living. You're trying to keep up with this world by working 40 to 50 hours a week, and your child is suffering because of that.
yes, 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 and the thing about it is, I look at a lot of um, entrepreneurs, basketball players, celebrity that's black like us, and you take Kanye West, Jay-Z, all them guys, they got enough money to build a community. They own banks. They own, black owned, black everything. And as black people, we don't try to do that so we can keep things out of our community. But
Yeah.
everybody got this thing here, let's buy back the block. But you buying back the block, but you bringing stuff in that's not really educational, that's gonna help a kid to, prosper in a good way. They're gonna result to, like, I like rap, I like all that stuff, but at the same time, I'm a preacher. So therefore, some stuff I just don't want to hear, even though, they might be gifted.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about it, it ain't what you do, it's what you take in, because what you take in is a seed, and that seed grow over
Yeah.
time. And when
Yes.
the seed grow up to be a big tree, sooner or later you're gonna have to chop it down if you don't get it out your neighborhood. It's gonna spread.
You speaking facts. You're speaking facts.
And so as black people, we got to monitor what comes in our community, because we don't, it's gonna get to them children, and then they children. And just gonna be a cycle.
Yes, because that's where we are right now with this cycle. We in a
Yeah.
bad cycle. We in a bad cycle right now.
And
With this black on black crime, these children killing one another. That's the bad cycle I'm speaking of right there.
yeah.
It's a bad cycle. Like you worried about a kitchen set, but you ain't worried about these young children from ranging from the ages of 8, 16 and up, killing each other.
Yeah, it's sad. Last year I probably was going to a funeral every month, and you get to looking at parents who lose they kids. Ain't nothing you can say. Ain't
Hmm.
nothing you, ain't nothing you can preach about. All you can do is just hope. They can hold on. Till till the storm go over, and
Hmm. It's so sad, but that's one of the reasons why I have decided to step up into the community and start going to these schools and talking to these students with State Trooper Keith and whoever else is willing. Like we're setting it up right now. We're trying to, because we're gonna need more people. I'm not enough. Just us
yeah,
three, we're not enough. We need more of us. So
yeah,
it's our time to step into the positions that our parents were in at some point. It's time for us to make the change now because we can't wait on nobody else to do it. I'm with you. Like, I really admire LeBron James for what he did for
yeah.
opening up that school for them poor children in Akron, his hometown. But that school that he opened up, that thing is nice. And them children were so grateful. Them children didn't have nothing really, but
Yeah.
now they have a proper education and they can make something out of themselves.
And see, the thing about it, he gonna have to monitor it, though.
Yes, yeah.
Because he might have built it, but you still got, as we say, you can have the wrong hands in the right things. You see what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
And so he gonna have to constantly, look at the board members, how they treating people, what they doing to bring in to make sure these kids is getting what they need. You got to stay on top of it. You just can't build and leave.
That's right.
You know, you
Right.
got to stay with it constantly. You got to have people in places to make sure what you trying to leave a legacy is going to be a good legacy. Because it take one person to make, mess something up for anybody. You
That's
know,
right.
uh, thing about it is I commend him for doing that. You know what I'm saying? He went back. He built something that going to be there. And kids can continue on getting what they need. And see, he did a footstep to try to let everybody that's in his lead and in his profession that it ain't about getting your name brand out there. It's about giving back, because if you give back and they can be successful, then they can come back and give back. See, now your community is growing financially.
Yes.
And see, we got to build a financing base in our community, because our community don't get the finance that it needs to get these kids the books the computers that they need, the tutoring that they need, the special needs kids needs. We lacking in all that because of
Yes.
the source of income.
Yes.
What get
Very
them,
true.
and the people up there in Congress, they don't care about the bottom. They just
Oh,
worry about the people on the top.
that's right.
And so when you got we go every year and when it's time to vote, and we voting on these people, but we not looking at what have they done. We just vote because they say, well, we're gonna go to the black church and we're gonna just do our little thing over there and try to get them black votes, and then once we get them, we ain't coming back. And we need to kick them out.
That's right. We need the
They
whole.
using us.
That's
They
right.
and we need to quit getting used and get somebody in there that's gonna come in the community all the time.
That's right. You speaking facts. There's nothing but the truth. There's nothing but the truth. That's right. Well, Dion, we thank you for coming on. We hope you enjoy us again.
Oh yes, anytime.
We do this every Tuesday, and because not only do we talk about topics, we talk about real life situations as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But we need this though, because people need to know how things are going, because some people don't get time to watch the news, and the news they portray so much now because they in somebody's pocket.
Of
So
course.
so we need to give them the facts, not the hidden agenda.
That's
And,
right.
and the thing about it is, we just gotta stay prayed up for one another and just keep going first.
That's right. That's right. So I 100% agree with you, and thank you for coming on. We
Okay.
appreciate
All right, y'all have a good night.
you too.
All right.
So he made some very valid points.
Absolutely, I agree.
Sunshine says that we as a people need to care more before they do more for us. Complacency is rampant within our community, very much so. Like our leaders are no more. We have none. So I've decided I'm going to step up and do some things. Um, just trying to get some things in order right now as we speak. But, I'm only one person, so I'm definitely going to be asking for some help. So y'all be ready.
Got to be the change that you want to see. Straight up.
That's right. All right, so we're going to take it on into our last topic. And this last topic is something somewhat of what we already discussed, and this is something that goes on in our community. Quit allowing your children to be so disrespectful. Stop raising disrespectful children and covering that stuff up. And then while they're like 1 and 2 and 3, you're laughing when they're cussing. You're laughing when they're disrespecting adults. And then by the time they turn 13, they're disrespecting you. They're disrespecting other adults. The reason why I wanted to bring this on as a topic is because I was at my nephew's basketball game tonight, and my sister and myself were cheering for my nephew and them team because the game was close. They only won by 2 points tonight. And The dance team girls, mind you, we playing an all-black team. The dance team girls from the other team kept turning around, looking at us and rolling their eyes, making stupid gestures like they wanted some beef with us because we was cheering for my nephew and them. Mind you, we at a basketball game. We supposed to cheer.
Exactly.
So at that point in time, you know, I had to remember who I was and I got stuff to lose. Because see, what I don't tolerate is disrespectful children, because I be ready to go toe to toe with you because somebody need to. Because
Exactly. They think it's okay.
yeah, and then you run around here with this nappy weave and these nappy eyelashes. Baby, you don't even look cute enough to be up here doing all that stuff like that. You need to find yourself, and more than that, the parents. That's who I really want to talk to, them parents, because it's a shame that you raising a child like this and you can't control them, and they out here in a whole different city trying to stir up some mess. Baby, you don't know me, you don't know my sister. We could have easily got ignorant. What if we weren't, the type of people that really cared? What if we would have went toe to toe with y'all, honey, and would have started snatching out weave and eyelashes, and then nappy weave would have been everywhere. Then what? Then what? Then y'all would have been ready to come see me because you would have been mad that I put hands on Ray and Shanika and them.
But they would not care for the simple fact that, number one, they dropped their kids. They dropped their kids off, So I mean, which I'm completely okay dropping your kid off knowing that they are well mannered, but you're dropping your kids off because you don't want to deal with them, or you don't have the time, or you have other agendas. I'm gonna get Sunshine comment. I wish one of mine would. I have people all over my city watching my children. They know how I raise mine and check them if needed. My kids mind because they know anyone that is comfortable doing so. And I absolutely agree. Y'all got to stop acting like can't nobody talk to y'all kids. That's what's needed. Amari, please.
Yes, that's exactly what is needed. We need to all be able to step in and say something to these children because they're getting out of control. And so after the game, I went to the dance instructor and let her know that, listen, you need to have a talk with your children about attitudes because they're in a different city and it's a privilege to be able to be on a dance line. Like, y'all taking them to different cities and different schools with attitude like that, everybody ain't going to, stand there. Everybody ain't going to put up with that. Because I ain't going to lie to you, I wanted to get a little hood and ghetto at some point, but I had to realize, baby, I'm in the community now. I can't be doing that type of stuff. I got stuff to lose. And you know what I'm saying? I have a reputation to uphold.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, and for example, let's say that let's say that you wasn't who you are and you have this business, and let's say you would have acted out tonight. That's driving away. You know what I'm saying? You have to carry yourself different when you're an entrepreneur, because if I see that you're on the internet posting crazy stuff on Facebook, talking crazy, I would go shop with somebody else, because that speaks at you as a person and possibly how you handle your business.
Exactly.
So, and speaking on that, social media as well, you said about the little kids, they cussing and the parents laughing, and y'all have the nerve to record these kids and put it on the internet for what? You look crazy for fame because you think it's cute. Y'all got to get y'all mind right.
Miss Sunshine, I can't make this up. If your child in the 8th grade and they got eyelashes this long, reaching out like this right here, edge is missing and such, baby, you done lived a hard life to be so young.
You
Like,
don't even need all of that. Go get some braids. Like, to be having all of that, you're not being a child. What is there going to be left for you to do when you do become of age?
thank you.
Nothing.
Exactly.
Probably if they went in that dance uniform, probably have on the crappiest crop top. Like, come on, man. Let your y'all be kids while y'all can, because y'all see mine right now. He's ready to go to bed, so he been on my neck for the last 10 minutes. Like, Be a kid while you can. It's nothing to rush out here and do but some bills. And they gonna want their money whether you want them eyelashes or not, sweetie.
But what they don't understand, they creating a monster. A
Yeah.
monster that's gonna come out that closet one day and gonna terrorize everybody.
And they
And
gonna be the first ones turn up on you, slap in front of your mama, and your mama looking at you like,
you can't control your child. That goes back to even this 15-year-old who they talking about. He's under suicide watch. I don't mean no harm when I say this though. Let him do what he wanna do. He done hurt some other people, took their life. What he under suicide watch for? Cause baby, you should have took your own self out instead of hurting these other people that ain't did nothing to you.
I better get off. And a youthful offender at that. He gonna get off.
Of course he is. Sunshine says, like, it's cute. No. Then mad when they cussing at you. Exactly. Like, y'all, look, y'all parents got to learn to be more accountable, honey, at this point. I'm over it. And it's not all the parents, because I know some good parents, but a lot of stay out the club and raise your children. Take time.
It pays to stay at home. It's okay to do stuff with your kids.
Talk to your child. Find out what their interests are, what they like, what problems are they having in school. What are their dreams and aspects like? Child, Sunshine said they make the kids grow up too fast. My baby girl is 10 and acts like a 10-year-old little girl playing with dolls and stuff, as she should.
I'm pretty sure she ain't got no booty weave. I'm pretty sure, like, even if she did get hair added in, it looks natural. Like, even with some of these braids, y'all letting these kids get braids down to their kneecaps.
Look, I ain't gonna lie to you, them eyelashes took me out tonight. I was like, this is a 8th grade game. Why is you got on them long eyelashes like that, baby? You looking too old. Like, you look like you supposed to be at the high school. You're my friend. Well, look, we gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up.
Can't my baby alive like that.
We're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up, but we sure do thank everyone that came and tuned in. Sunshine, you're always welcome to come too. We appreciate you.
Always.
Always coming through and supporting us. And Dion and anybody else who actually came through tonight to check us out. Things are rolling. And I want to just give a shout out to God for always, putting us in good positions to make things happen. And for linking up with somebody who is ambitious like myself. Because, baby, it's hard out here to find other ambitious people that won't try to slick and snake you.
On everything.
Thanks. So, with that being said, we thank y'all for coming through. Be on the lookout. The next Talk About It Tuesday will be on every Tuesday. Sometimes we may have to alter the time because of sports right now, but we're definitely going to get it together, and we're going to definitely let you people know what's the time's going to be from now on. Okay.
We appreciate y'all for tuning in to our late night special, Talk About It Tuesday.
Sure thing. And y'all have a blessed night.
See you next week.
Millionaire pending.
Period.